Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
This meeting is being recorded.
You better be fucking careful.
Hello,
Hello. Welcome back
hello.
to the Last Lads News and Men. We're here to talk about a little scamp. Just a little guy.
Just on my way to steal your girl.
You wouldn't steal a banner.
Maybe you would.
Just straight
He'll
up.
steal both.
I'm straight up stealing memes at this point. That's
yeah.
someone else's entirely.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Oh
amazing.
man.
Yeah, so this little bastard managed to drop while we were sleeping. Sean and I had so many plans to like, okay, we're gonna grab Golems Gamers, we're gonna do like a video as soon as it drops, we're gonna get it out straight away, it's gonna be fantastic, we're gonna be like, speedy again. And then they were like, oh, 10 o'clock when we usually drop it, we're gonna drop a different article. And so we're like, oh shit, okay, I guess it's not coming out this week. Damn. And then it drops at like fucking 2 o'clock at night or something like that. Like, oh, bastards.
It's a nice thing to wake up to, though. That's for sure.
Oh, it's always fun. It's always really, really fun. I'm really I'm enjoying new models again. It's great.
Yeah. And it looks like it's a sick model. Should we talk about it?
Let's bring him up.
Nazthák.
It's a dumb name. It's a dumb orc name, but we've got him. Yeah, so this is his teaser. As Sean guessed, that was a hand. Sean was well on it. That was a hand.
That was a really good guess.
And it's here he is. What's his fucking Nazthák. A little orc scamp. He's wearing a banner. He's got a helmet in his
Angmar
pocket.
Banner that he looted. Whose helmet is that? Is that just like a regular helmet?
It almost looks like a Swan Knight's helmet, actually, with like the things on the side. I reckon it could be similar to the Knights. I actually haven't looked at the Knights helmets, like the new ones. They might be.
Yeah, I mean, it could even be like that itself. Could even be a teaser for a new model for Arnold.
That could be spicy, or or like a Gondorian.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Gondorian helmet.
Yeah. Well, there's the teaser later is actually I think it's gonna be interesting. But he's just like a little orc captain.
Orc captain stat line with 3 might.
Yeah, and then he's got the Scavenge special rule, which is the best special rule they've brought out in a very, very long time.
Yeah, so flavorful. I love it so much.
It's my favorite special rule they've brought out in a very long time. This is fantastic. I was complaining about the new guy just getting Master of Battle, the new Arnold boy just getting Master of Battle. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, he's got Master of Battle. This, oh hell yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
This is the direction we want to go with for like cool new rules that just like breathe a little bit of life into the game, and it's like little fun. These kind of rules add little fun kind of like, I guess, quests into the game. Like it's like a mini game in the game in itself, which is really fun.
That's so cool. I like it. It's actually gonna be really interesting. There are some really funky ways this can really fuck with the game.
Oh yeah.
But read it out. So it's whenever he kills a model, with the exception of monster models, he may choose a single piece of Wargear carried by that model, with the exception of mounts, armors, living creatures, the One Ring, or Wargear that are integral to the model. So he can't steal like an eagle's claws.
Yeah, it has to be in combat. It can't be ranged.
Yes. So enemy model in combat, which I assume would be the case anyway, unless he stole a bow. Oh, that'd be fun.
Steals a great bow.
Steals a great bow, then murders a model, and then suddenly appears with swords.
Yeah.
But he can Scavenger, use it as if he was the original model, and he can also just throw it away as well, which is incredibly funny to me. Because if you just like went in and went, "Hey, I'm going to kill Aragon and steal Andoril," and then I'm just going to throw it away.
Yeah. I don't need this anymore. See you later.
This dumb sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a really a bunch of fun interactions you can do with this on. Like one of the immediate ones I thought of was stealing Sting and just getting +1 strength. Just
true. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's a really fun one. There's also like Eristor's daggers and like the daggers that Merry and Pippin get in the Breaking of the Fellowship, which lets him re-roll all
Oh
failed
yeah.
wounds.
There's Agloss as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gilgalad's spear.
Gilgalad's spear. If
Is
this guy
pretty
kills
cool.
Gilgalad, holy shit. That's wow, yeah.
I saw people talking about potentially stealing Thranduil's swords
Yes.
to
Yeah.
get to like fight 7.
Which is
But
absolutely yoked.
people are also talking about it's like an additional Elven blade. So do you need like an Elven blade first and then steal the
I
additional
don't
Elven
I
blade?
don't think you do.
And
I
or you just get it and then you get fight 7 3 attacks.
because like
Like
yeah, it is just all it says is that it is called an additional Elven blade, but then it
yeah.
gives you fight 7 3 attacks and Blade Lord special rule,
I
which
mean,
like that
if you're fighting elves anyway, like you can probably even just get an elven blade for killing a
exactly,
normal
yeah.
troop. So,
If you have to
um,
get an Elven blade before
yeah,
you can get
yeah,
an additional one, yeah. But
that's pretty
man,
cool though. That's
that
pretty
would
sick.
that's the best piece of Wargear he can steal, easy, hands
Yes,
down.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like making him fight 7 4 attacks would
yeah,
be
yeah.
absolutely mental.
Does that give the additional attack as well, or is that one of
Because
Thranduil's
yeah,
special
it
rules?
gives him the Blade Lord special rule, which is the
Which is
additional
like
attack.
the amount of people that are in combat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's so good. Oh my God.
While he's infantry, which this guy can't mount.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that would be so good if he could steal that.
Unless you can still get a mount because it isn't a normal or captain stat line.
Yeah,
Um,
potentially. Though I feel like they'd
they
show that
probably
model.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
I
sick
think
though.
like the
Imagine a
normal.
mounted
Oh god, the normal
yoked.
orc captain stat line. I think is just literally saying like, hey, he's an orc. The orc captain stats. That's what it's
Yeah, yeah.
which at like 40 points, I think he has the potential to cost about 50 to 55 points would be my guess.
Hmm.
Given that he's got an extra point of might, he gets heroic defense as well, which is stated a
Yeah,
bit later on.
and then he
Yeah,
has a special rule.
and a special
Um,
rule.
yeah, so I reckon he would probably be like 15 points more than
Yeah,
a captain, maybe. Could potentially even 20 points more.
it's a
Seeing
very
how it
cool
goes,
special
like
rule.
it's a because the potential for it is
Yeah.
quite legendary. I
One
would
of my
say.
favorite things that I found so far is being able to potentially disarm the Nazgul of Dol Guldur because
Mm,
their resurrection rule specifically states that they count as slain for the purposes of special rules, which means he can
yeah,
kill them, take their
take their
weapons,
war
and then when they
gear. Yeah,
respawn, they don't actually have
have any
their
weapons,
weapons.
and so they got negative. Dude, what an absolute mad lad! You can also steal Morgul blades as well,
Oh,
um,
true. Oh, that's
which
real
is
good.
pretty cool.
There was a bunch of really interesting, like even just like master forged weapons, so we can two
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Like there's like
And other ones that are really good that come to mind, Elven rings.
yeah, re-rolling
Really
fate.
good. Re-rolling fate, although he probably only has one fate, and
He
he'll
would only
probably
have
lost
one
it.
for sure, but
Yeah.
that's
Um,
still solid.
yeah. Also, Arwen's banner could be
Yeah,
pretty
Arwen even
good to
star
give like a
banner.
fearless bubble,
6
and
Yeah,
yeah,
that would be really
that'd
good.
be
Even
really yeah.
Suladan's banner, like the Arkenstone is another really fun one, which
Yep.
they mention here. Like, yeah, even the Arkenstone, Oaken Shield, yeah, it's Theoden's
Mm.
sword. Yeah,
I mean,
there's some
even
really
Suladan's
interesting.
banner as well.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, you said that? Sorry, sorry.
Oh,
I
he
didn't.
could steal smoke
Sorry.
bombs.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, there's some really interesting stuff he can do. I think it's going to
Mm.
come with a fair few FAQs. Um,
Yeah, I think so. Or even like depending on it might actually not, depending on how it's written in the profile as well.
yeah, this
Um,
is normally like when they do
but
this, that's normally what's written in the profile.
yeah,
When they run it out like that. Though that being said, like if they bring these models out, because they were talking about bringing them out at the end of the year, like the knights and that kind of stuff. if they
Mm.
do the same thing as they did with like during Defense of the North, they did like they brought out like acolytes and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff
Yeah.
before the
Before the
book dropped.
actual, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they may end up bringing him out, seeing how he goes, and then changing his rules up for the actual book.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
but man, just some really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I really like this dude.
I'm so excited for him. I think he's just gonna like I think he'll probably take over the captain spot in a lot of Angmar armies.
Yeah.
Because like if you've got a spirit hero as well, he'll have terror.
Well, assuming he still keeps all the same keywords, which he surely would.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
says
Well, I
specifically
mean
says
Angmar Orc captain.
yeah, it
Um,
specifically says Angmar or Captain. So yeah.
so you got some spirit heroes in there, give him terror.
Which, by
Which
the
is
way,
pretty good.
leads to him being able to steal a lot of shit. Because, like, being able to
Yeah.
paralyze, being able to
Yeah.
transfix, being able to,
Being
like,
able to use the shade special rule for
use the
-1s,
shades
like yeah.
or specters, that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
there is a lot of tools he has in the army list that he's in to be able to have him steal so much garbage.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
really good.
it's really, really funny.
And with
Um,
the 3 might as well, that's
yeah, the three
sick.
might's really good. The three might
And
with
if
heroic
he keeps
defense.
March as well, that's really, really good. The 3 might March hero for Angmar.
You'd think he would, because yeah,
Yeah.
if he's the same, if the stat line resembles almost any other or Angmar or captain,
Mm.
I feel like the fact that like they say resembles is like okay, cool. So he only starts with a dagger, so that's why it resembles.
Yeah. He probably
Yes,
has
three
no
might.
Wargear options, to be honest. Like
I
no,
doubt he would. No.
yeah, just the dagger.
Um, but yeah, that the stealing models war gear is really really funny.
Yeah.
Even just banners, even just going, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like specter your banner out and I'm gonna kill him with this guy.
Yeah. Very
Shooting
true. Like
banner.
just normal troop banners, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, that's really good. And then if you get a better banner, just drop that shit for another one.
exactly. It's man, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. But the little teaser, little
Mm.
cheeky little teaser. Um,
Yeah.
someone was saying this was an evil hero, which is very wrong. This is not.
No, that's definitely a good hero.
This is a
I
mounted hero for
Yeah, I
sure.
was gonna say it's definitely a mounted hero as well. Just like the way it's positioned, it looks like they're riding on something,
Yeah, I mean
like a horse.
that's a horse
But
tail. There's a like a leg and a saddle, that kind of
yeah.
stuff. And the people are saying, and I think is probably right, the bottom of the white tree. These are like the
Oh,
roots of the
yeah,
white
yeah,
tree
yeah,
here,
yeah. Okay, cool.
which is really interesting because
Mm,
there's the I think he might have been a prince at the time, the Gondorian like king or prince or whatever at the time of the fall of Arnor, who like although like went to almost kill the Witch King, and then Glorfindel was like, "Hey, actually, the Witch King can't die." Um, is
yeah. What's his name?
Aeronor,
Eanor?
Aeronor, what
I think it's
however you pronounce it.
Eanor. Um,
Really, I think it's pretty convinced. I'm pretty convinced that it's going to be him. And I think
yeah,
we might
yeah.
have said that when we came out with the first teaser. But
It's
this
just
one,
all Eanor, yeah.
yeah, this one definitely feels like if it is Gondor and if it is a mounted hero, I think it's either Eanor or just a mounted king potentially, like a King of Man model.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit more interesting if it's going to be Eanor. Because if they're going to bring out a King of Man, you might as well actually name him and bring him out
Yeah.
the actual dude that it is.
I think
Uh,
because when is this supplement expected to release? Because if we're getting
no
close to
idea.
its release, they might be like putting up the big, big hitters, big people like yeah,
Yeah. Well,
big teasers.
in the last thing, I think it was I think it was the last one. They said something about
It
the
was this year, right?
yeah, mounted um Arnold lad and the
Mm,
knights are potentially coming out at the end of the year. But I don't know
yeah.
if that means the book's coming out.
Yeah, right.
I don't
Mm.
know. I think I think it'll be really interesting. Um, if it does come out at the end of the year, like this could be one of the bigger things, and then they'll bring out. I don't know, because like if they drop this lad now, like that's next month's July. If they're bringing it out at the end of the year, they've still got a lot of months in between. So
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder I
true.
wonder what else they'd do.
I mean, they could even just do the if they're releasing the models like they did for Defense of the North,
Yeah, I think
with
that's
like releasing the actual models and profiles and then having um yeah, just like the actual supplement releasing later. But I just want to play with this dude so bad because he's so
yeah.
cool.
I'm
Nazthák.
really keen. I think this is the kind of model that I'd be like, yeah, I'll play some Angmar to play this guy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Well, he kind of fits into the list that I'm building at the moment in a way.
oh
It's
no.
like it kind of fits kind of perfectly in there with like I don't want to like spoil the list until it's made, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that
Um
list. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
righto.
Like thematically it kind of works well with it.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
okay. Yeah, that's fun. All right. Well, no, then oh man, I'm really keen for this guy. Like, it's gonna really bring, like you said, like the little like kind of side quests of a
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love those. I love those kind of things because like you get, oh, I've got a fucking Floy. I'm gonna try and turn off as many like special rules as I can, or I've got
Yeah.
you know what's his name? Thrain the Broken, that kind of shit. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like or Worm, like
Yeah,
Worm's little
Grima.
special
Mm.
rule. Like just like fun little special rules that are very niche, but when they go off, they're really interesting, and
Yeah.
I really like that a lot.
Like I don't think it's anything too powerful because like, he doesn't have strike. Well, we,
Yeah,
we don't think he's got strike, which if he had strike, he would be an absolute I think that would make him really, really powerful because it just gives
yeah,
him the potential to kill so much stuff and steal so many like so
yeah.
much different war gear.
And
But not having
Angmar,
strike, I think, is actually pretty decent
yeah,
for
exactly.
his profile
Because Angmar
to make
doesn't
him not
have
busted.
a lot of strike. Angmar
Yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
access to a lot of strike. But that being said, this guy, like, if you join him up with like a Gulliver or a Shade or a Spectre or or a
Yeah.
Barrowite, like, there's a lot of stuff in Angmar that I think makes him really strong. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
like there's a lot of work to do to make him
Yeah.
work. Yeah, but man,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this guy. He's really going to be really interesting.
Yeah, me too. I think it would be a great addition to MESBG
A fine
and a
addition to my
potential
collection.
Ayana as well.
Yeah, I think it has to be because I was convinced it was a good model. I knew it couldn't really be. I don't think it's going to be Arnor again because they've just brought out a mounted hero for Arnor. I
Hmm.
don't think they're going to do that twice in a row. I think that yeah, the people saying that looks like the roots of
The
the
white
white
tree.
tree. I think that's bang on. I think that's
I think
absolutely
that's pretty good. And it looks like they've got kind of heavy armor as well with like
yeah,
the shin kind of plating and chainmail and everything. So
yeah, absolutely.
definitely a heavily armored mounted hero with some sort of potential tree sigil
Yeah, I
on
think
their
that's got to
shield.
be some kind of Gondorian hero for sure.
Yeah.
But that is really cool. And if that is the case, the scope of this supplement I think widens a little bit as well, which is really interesting.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
bringing in Gondor is like okay, cool. Like you're kind of adding a little bit to Gondor. Maybe Gondor will actually get a legendary legion out of
You
this.
know, you know what it could also be? Just a king of men.
Yeah, like I think that's the most.
Potential like it's another yeah.
It's kind of the more boring one because it's like
It
if you
is a bit more, yeah.
yeah, bring out a king of man, bring out the named king of man, surely. Like, yeah.
But also maybe interchangeable model so you can have
True.
the King of Man slash Ayana and
That's
then be
true.
able to, swap heads or small little body parts
I
to
mean,
if it's a plastic kit and you have those like options, it's like the ring wraith
Yeah.
kind of Witch King thing, you know?
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really fun. Because I think like that's the other thing. I was looking at Old Mate, like the last guy they bought out. I can't even remember his name. The
Yeah, I can't remember.
mounted Arnorian lad. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, he'd make a really good conversion for a King of Man. But if they bring this
yeah,
guy out, it's like, well, that's just a King of Man, isn't it? That's already done. That's out of the
yeah,
box.
yeah.
But yeah, I think a
Mm,
good chance of Eanor on that one.
yeah,
But yeah, that's cool. Cool shit.
nice,
I
sick.
we bought this one out late. Whoops.
Oh.
Blame GW.
Has anyone else made a video yet, or will we still be the first?
We will absolutely not be the first. I'm pretty sure even Gollum Gamers beat us this time.
Damn it.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Elias.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that 9 hours ago they posted it. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
very late.
we're very late. But that's because fucking GW fucked us. They were like, oh, these guys, they keep getting the video out straight away. We're gonna change the time. So now it's when
Yeah.
they're asleep. They're cowards. They knew we were
How
too
fucking dare they?
powerful.
I'm gonna bring Nazthák and I'm gonna go steal all of the Games Workshop's Wargear.
All of the Games Workshop's articles, which counts as
Yeah, yeah,
warning.
yeah, yeah. Before they're released.
Yeah. I can go shank Jay. Um, all right. Thanks, everyone. Join the Discord. Like the comment and the subscribe. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Have a good time.
Good diet.